Hello everyone, this is Morpheus, and today what we're going to be doing is a little bit of exploring, just so you can get a feel for how relaxing it can be just to explore the galaxy. So we're going to head off to the Amata Galaxy. Actually, let's not waste gas, right? So we'll go to the Amata Galaxy and explore some planets. Oh, I guess not. Never mind. Alright, so I guess we gotta go the long way. But that's okay, because this is about relaxation anyway. And sometimes the trip can be relaxing. Looking at the beauty of the nebulas and the gorgeousness. Look at all that. It's peaceful. And sometimes I like to step away from the main game and just explore. So each one of these rings, there should be a planet on. Not all planets have missions. Some planets are just there for exploration and getting minerals. And that's what we're gonna do today. Each planet has a description. And what I'm gonna do is read those descriptions and show you what it's like to scan for ore. So this is a Cororis. Cororis is essentially a great rock in space, tightly locked to Amata. Its only notable feature is a chain of craters stitching across the northern hemisphere, thought to be the result of impacts by a swarm of meteors. Cororis' low density suggests it contains no mineral wealth beyond common light metals. It maintains a tenuous atmosphere of krypton and xenon. And then stats that mean very little. Orbital distance 2.4 AU, orbital period 2.9 Earth years, which means that it takes 2.9 of our years for it to circle its star once. So that means it takes Earth one of our years, by our time. So by the time our Earth went around the sun once, this one, it takes almost 3 times that long. And their days are very long. Very, very long. Close to 3 Earth days. This planet is virtually uninhabitable, if you ask me. But it says it is moderate, so let's go ahead and get to the scanning, shall we? So you hold the right down for the scanner to start scanning, and then it's just by touch. The higher the waves, the better. So what I'm gonna do is shoot now, try to get some palladium.
Launching probe.
And up here, some iridium. I know I seen it a second ago. It's not much, but it's something.
Launching probe.
I remember when I first got this game, I spent hours doing this because it was relaxing.
Launching probe.
Up looks like we got some platinum. Alright, so with this planet, we're almost fully depleted already just from those few couple things. Let's get some more platinum.
Launching probe.
Because gold and platinum and stuff like that are a girl's best friend, right? And we're nothing if not people who make sure that the ladies are taken care of.
Probe launched.
Alright, and the goal is to try to get as many good minerals as you can from a planet. Before it says depleted up, we got a nice iridium spike here.
Launching probe.
So, a little bit something about this game's world.
Launching probe.
You are Commander Shepard, and that can be a female or male character,
Probe launched.
which is awesome about BioWare titles. And you, oh look at that spike, that's a great one.
Probe away.
You are responsible for basically saving the entire galaxy, really the universe, because you visit several different galaxies in this game and you save them all. So I'd say the universe, from a sentient race of machines known as the Reapers. And the Reapers basically systematically rid the universe of life every 50,000 years or so. And the purpose of doing it is to cleanse the universe from threat. Look, it's some pretty good spikes for it to be saying poor.
Launching
It's
probe.
weird, but hey. But anyway, their purpose is to rid the universe of sentient life
Probe away.
in order to protect the galaxy. As weird as that sounds, they figure if there's no life, save for a couple species that they keep protected during the time, by integrating them into themselves, that they're keeping the universe safe. And I guess that's the cold calculating sense of a machine. So it's your job to unite all the living races and united fronts against the Reapers. And doing what I'm doing now, getting these resources, is just a small part of that. Small part of what will be helpful in the long run. So let's check out another planet. Unexplored. Alright, let's check it out. Ooh, I don't know how to say that. I don't know. I guess I'll ask in the comment sections what your gauge of this is, but I'm gonna say Ingana. So Ingana is hot, beautiful, and deadly world. Is a hot, beautiful, and deadly world covered with the debris of ancient starships. Approximately 127,000 years ago, a series of battles were fought over it by two organic species, the Theohan and the Enosanin. Although no records of the conflict remain, most historians agree that both races wanted to colonize Ingana, and neither were willing to share. Gotta share, people, or the whole civilizations are lost. The two lost hundreds of ships in a series of battles over Ingana and its moon, Baraya. Many of these were eventually pulled in by the planet's gravity well. The mass effect drive cores of these ships broke apart, dumping refined element zero over large stretches of landscape. This poisoned the environment and a wave of extinction followed. Many of the animal species that remained showed a tendency to develop biotic power. That's interesting. is energetic and aggressive. This makes colonization a deadly peril. A day is a little shorter than on Earth, but a year is a little longer. No, I'm sorry, a lot longer. It says 12. I don't know why I said 1.2, but it's 12. So that's crazy, but the days are shorter. Huh. Surface gravity is a little lighter than our planet. And it's interesting that we just learned some lore that never gets touched on in the main story about two races that are never even mentioned in the main story. This is why I like to read these planets before I mine them, because you learn things about the lore that you normally wouldn't. That's pretty crazy. But these are the kind of things you find out when you relax and take your time, right? Planet's beautiful, really. It's like a green earth almost. And what I heard, now scanner results are good, is that element 0, which is pretty much the most important ore in this game, should be heavy on this planet. So let's get us some platinum first.
Launching probe.
Alright, that's pretty good. I'm searching for element 0 now. I know it has to be something around here somewhere, because the lore of that planet just told me so. So, let's see. Now on the council. Oh, wait a minute. See, there's element 0 with a palladium spike.
Launching probe.
I see element 0 is sparse because it's very, very powerful. Oh, there's more. Let's get it.
Probe away. In research projects, element 0 is used for BioAmp and Omni-tool upgrades, which allow squad members who have biotic and tech powers to be much more effective.
And the game just told you why. It helps squad members with biotic and tech powers, which are extremely useful skills in this world, to be more efficient. As far as adepts are concerned, they're basically technological Jedi.
Probe away.
You know, they have these abilities that would be akin to what the Jedi can do. They can move things and cause gravity to change in certain areas, and that's usually what I play. I play an adept. I know a lot of people play a soldier or an engineer, but I just like the feel of playing an adept, being able to move things with my mind and tear down people's shields and barriers and whatnot with nothing more than a few attacks. I've always found that interesting. I find them even more interesting knowing that Mass Effect was originally supposed to be a Star Wars project. So it's funny to see the little tidbits that they left here and there, in my opinion, with connection to things that people can do in Star Wars, like being able to move things with your mind. Oh, look at the platinum, ladies. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, more platinum than some albums on this planet.
Probe launched.
Not a point really, is to try to find the highest spikes, but sometimes I just shoot as soon as I see a spike, period, and that's not really a good idea, but
Probe away.
it's what I do. Oh, I only got 4 more probes, so it looks like we're gonna be cutting it. Oh, got some element 0. Look at that, guys and gals. Haha. You have no idea, unless you've played this game before, you have no idea how exciting it is to find element 0. It's super, super exciting for me. But yeah, oh, look at that. Look at that. Do you guys see that spike? Oh, I'm so excited about that. Look at this. Element 0.
Launching probe.
Oh, that's so beneficial. Alright, I got 2 probes left. And then we gotta go pick up some more. So, get this platinum. And let's see if we can find another decent element 0 spike before we have to leave. I doubt it. We got a palladium spike. Yeah, we'll just shoot that and then go get some more probes. But yeah, this is what I do in Mass Effect to relax and hopefully, perhaps it's somewhat relaxing to you guys too. What's that? Ghana? Let's remember we gotta come back to Ghana. And then there's one more planet in this part. We'll go explore that next. And then in another video, I'm gonna explore the Normandy crash site and show you guys what happened to my ship after a race known as the Collectors attacked and destroyed it while I was still on it. Let's just say I've seen better days. Alright, so we gotta get more fuel and more probes. So, in between doing that, I think I'm gonna check out one of the planets in this galaxy since they're here. Alright, 30 probes. Let's go. Let's check out this little planet right here. It's tiny, huh? You can barely see it. Blink and you miss it. If it were closer to Sarabaric, Bendor would have an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ether and ethane in the deep cold of the outer solar system. However, both elements have long since frozen to the ground. Not much story there. Extremely long days. Basically 2 days per 1 Earth day and 27 years per 1 Earth year. Wouldn't want to live here. Alright, oh, it's rich though, so there's probably ore all over the place. Oh, look at that, you see that? Look at all that platinum. So, back to the lore. The Reapers, they've been around for a very long time, and they basically cleansed the galaxy of life. That's their take on it, cleansing it. My opinion is a ratification for a purpose that I don't truly understand, but moral ambiguity, I guess, or cold calculated thought of a machine. Morality doesn't even enter into it. And they took out a race known as the Protheans way back in the day, more than 50,000 years ago. And the problem with that is the Protheans were super smart with technology. And because of them, most of the races in the galaxy or in the universe really were able to advance their own technologies by leaps and bounds, especially us humans. We found protein ruins on Mars, and that allowed us to be able to travel the universe or the galaxy and meet up with different alien races and become part of a galactic civilization beyond just our own planet. though we're still new to the galactic way of things and the galactic government, humanity has already made leaps and bounds as far as attaining power, which you know how as humans are, is what we do. In the first game, these things are more evident by the fact that your character Shepard is nominated to become a member of an elite group, which previously was only accepting of races that were already pre-established in the galaxy long before us, to be members of it, and members of the Council of the Citadel, which is a intergalactic hub, so to speak, decided who can be in this organization. They're known as the Spectres, and Spectres are basically galactic James Bonds, so to speak. They operate with sovereignty and are basically above any law beyond that of the Citadel's law, but individual planet law doesn't apply to them. And if they're going on a mission to go take out a guy and they run into the police on a planet, say Earth, and the police get in the way of the Spectre's mission to capture their target, they can handle the situation any way that they see fit without any real repercussions, because like I said, their authority is galactic as opposed to planetary. And it looks like we depleted this planet really quickly, got probes left. Luckily we're already near a refill station, so oops, I went a little too far, but that's cool. You can check out my Shepard, and that's right, I'm not sexist at all. My Shepard is a female in this playthrough. I was trying to get a little closer to the wall so I could do a close-up. It's an old gamer trick. Oh, it's not enough lighting, so we'll just do it up here so you get a good look at her. Yeah, my Finn Shep. I think she looks good. And this is my galaxy map. Let's go back to that. If anybody wants a ship tour or anything like that, or a tour of the captain's cabin, let me know in the comment section. You know, I appreciate people even watching my vids at all. I'm very receptive to your comments, so anything that you suggest, I am more than willing to have an ear to and to give a shot in future videos. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit Erdak real quick and do a little ore farming, and then I guess we'll close this out. So let's see what Erdak's about. Erdak is a close orbiting brown dwarf. Most red brown dwarf binary systems have an average separation of 8 AU. The Saurabaric system is about 12 billion years old, and it has long since used up the deuterium used to fuel fusion. So Erdak is not luminous like some brown dwarfs are. Erdak is a class L brown dwarf with a relatively low temperature of 1300 degrees Celsius. So as far as stars are concerned, 1300 degrees Celsius is relatively low, which is far too hot to inhabit for any race that I can think of, but that's considered low for a star. But its heat and gravity have made it unpopular for development. There are rumors that the heads of several of Omega's crime syndicates maintain private residences on various moons. Whatever the truth of the matter, battles between syndicate vessels are often observed around the ring plane. News outlets on Omega maintain satellites at Erdx Lagrange points for real-time coverage of these battles, which garner high viewer ratings. That was a mouthful. So it's close to our planet in years and has shorter days. So let's see, it's moderate. I'm gonna pop a couple probes. Let's see.
Probe away.
Now that I just read about Omega, I kind of want to give a description of Omega to you guys before I close this video. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll show you Omega, and then we'll wrap this one up. In the future, if you want a shorter video or a longer video, just leave it in the comment section and let me know. I'll probably keep this series going and explore each galaxy individually instead of jumping from galaxy to galaxy. Alright, so Omega, say station. Alright, so building the mined out husk of metallic asteroid. Omega has been a haven for criminals, terrorists, and malcontents for thousands of years. At times, the station has lain idle and abandoned for centuries, only to be reactivated by a new group of outlaws seeking a fresh start. The space station's original elegant design has given way to haphazard expansion by scrambling factions of every species. There is no central government or unifying authority on Omega, and nobody can recall a time that there ever was one. So, on this station, it's basically Wild West. People do what they want to do, and you have to be a certain level of tough to reside here. So, Omega's a dangerous place, and we got a lot of missions there. But that's for another time. For now, I'm just gonna leave you guys with a view of my shepherd. And until next time, this is Morpheus saying make sure that you keep those dreams clear and clean. If you're ever having trouble, just ask me and I'll do what I can to help. Later, guys.